A jack-o'-lantern divorce has people in South Louisville feeling left behind. And welcome back. We're happy to have you here at 5:30. I'm Connie Leonard.
And I'm Doug Profit. And for the first time, we're learning some new details on this story that you've heard about. The Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular is now moving off to Kentucky Kingdom after 13 years at Iroquois Park. But the company behind the event disagreed with the planners, not the venue. The Parks Alliance of Louisville is still putting on another event at Iroquois. They are calling that one Jack's Lantern Trail.
So that means you'll have twice as many pumpkins to see this year if you want, just 3 miles apart, as our Ian Hardwick reports.
The ambiance of the park kind of adds to the exhibit itself. The grass, the trees, the leaves, all of that adds to the beauty of the pumpkins.
Chiara Malone's lived in Louisville's South End for 10 years. She enjoyed the Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular with her daughter. This fall, after 13 years on this Iroquois Park trail, the event's leaving for the waterways of Kentucky Kingdom.
For the last 4 years, we've had somebody from every single state that has been to the show.
Brooke Pardue at the Parks Alliance of Louisville plans the event each year as a nonprofit fundraiser, but the Spectacular's production company, Passion for Pumpkins, initiated the divorce. Why?
I think that's a question you'd have to ask them.
It's just a conflict of personalities, a conflict of direction.
Travis Reckner's family company, Passion for Pumpkins, kept the show name in the split. It was a hit at the zoo in Providence, Rhode Island 2 decades before spawning in Louisville. This year, the Parks Alliance will host Jack's Lantern Trail instead.
Everybody recognizes that you can't recreate the woods of Iroquois Park.
Still, South Enders feel snubbed.
Community to commercial doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
However, Reckner says he loved the trail.
You know, it's like we put our heart and soul into that place for 14 years.
Look closely and you'll find there's no roots at the bottom of the flat stumps that are used to display the pumpkins. Reckner tells me the production company actually drove these into the ground. That's why I can wiggle this around like a loose tooth.
Parents get divorced and the kids ask, is it because of me? You know, it's nothing to do leaving the South End. The South End is what made it so difficult of a decision to do.
Purdue says the parking will still be free.
The outpouring of support that we've seen, I think, reflects how important this event is to the community.
A community finding itself with 2 Halloweens in this divorce. Reporting in Louisville's Iroquois neighborhood, Ian Hardwick for WHAS 11 News, on your side.
Reckner says the 14 local artists who worked on the Spectacular will join them at Kentucky Kingdom.
And Pardue says the artist for the Lantern Trail will be local and that the Alliance is actively looking for artists to apply.